Checking Twitch because we can, and we
Oh
should.
yeah, yeah. Let's see it now.
Oh, good, you can see it.
Let's talk about stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had a very elaborate title.
Okay. I heard you crawling on my seat. Where'd you go?
Okay, it's safe to say we can start. So I was gonna hit the button here. Uh, what the hell? How's it going, guys?
Hey
After
everybody.
after spending a lot of money, we're finally here. We are done dicking around. The new intro is set up right there, which is great. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it. I didn't hear it, but I saw it. It looked
Okay.
fantastic. It
Well, that
was
being
like,
said, with that being said, it is I, the noob tube, and your favorite superhero during the Avenger movies, the only one without a coke addiction, the Neil Lander.
hey guys, how's it going?
So we had a few plans originally for this episode, and they all went out the window. So yeah. Well,
So, how about we get like one big thing each, like out of the way that we want to talk about?
there's lots we could talk about, but let's just go. Word for or not word for what am I saying? Uh, just go.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you've been living under the rock in the wrestling world for about the last 3 weeks, then you've probably have not heard or seen anything regarding the cross promotion stuff that's been going on the last few weeks.
If you didn't know about it, you're really stupid, I'd say. But let's see what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So I'm talking about a Bullet Club reunion in Impact that came
Yeah,
out of this week.
yeah, I saw
And
that.
yeah, talking about Kenny Omega teaming up with the Good Brothers for their next pay per view next month at Hard to Kill. And I might actually get an Impact Plus subscription just to check out that match when it happens.
Now the real question is, are they actually gonna go by the Good Brothers, or are they gonna buy something else?
Well, it's Impact, so they're Good Brothers for here, but I imagine that if they made an appearance in AEW, they'll be probably still the Good Brothers if they're going to be promoting that match.
Yeah,
I'm thinking if it's anything else other than AEW or Impact, they'd have different names,
Doc
or at
Gallows,
least
Luke Gallows.
Doc or Luke Gallows. So, and they're going up against Impact World Champion Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Swanee.
This is a big, pretty big six-man tag match for the pay-per-view. What do you think about it?
Honestly, I still am surprised to hear about it. Like, I thought I was seeing things,
Yeah,
but
like
but it is good. It
they
is cool.
yeah, and I'm glad to hear that that appearance last week wasn't just a one-off, like we were led to believe that
Yeah.
it was just going to be a one-off appearance, and now it's like, all right, I guess they're going to go full ahead on the Kenny the Collector
Whatever they're
angle
calling them.
here. Yeah, because he retained his AAA Mega Championship too.
He, what is it called again? Don't know.
Triple Mania.
Triple. Yeah, that's what it was. Triple Mania.
Yeah, yeah,
Kudos to him.
yeah. Um, so yeah, that's one of the biggest things going on right now, or at least one of the biggest storylines. What's a big thing that you have on your list?
Um. Waking up.
No.
No, there's a lot happening right now.
Hmm.
Like, okay, so if you're like anybody Oh my god, I chugged too fast. So again, to quote you, if you've been living under a rock, you don't know about these things. The one thing that I will discuss is actually Wrestle Kingdom,
Hmm.
and uh, wow, I read so much about it. Like there's like Evil and Sonata are fighting. Um, the IWGP Light Junior Heavyweight. Whoa, hold on. The IWGP or Junior Heavyweight. There we go, got it right.
Yeah.
But the biggest one of all is uh Hiroshi. No, oh my god, what's his name again?
It's Naito.
Naito. There we go. It's
Yeah.
Naito against Kota, right?
Yeah.
Night one, but
Ooh.
night two, it's the winner will be against Jay White. Like
Hmm.
that's some shit right there.
Who
And,
do you? Wow. Like
and
I don't know who I would. That's
I would love to see Ibushi leave with both nights. Have you
that would be
seen?
great.
Have you? Okay, if you haven't seen his matches, Ibushi literally has wrestled a broomstick, literally. Or no, oh, what was it? He wrestled a stuffed cat, and
Yeah.
he wrestled a stuffed cat as half the Golden Lovers, and he wrestled uh, a wrestling doll.
Hmm. Like a dummy.
Yeah, I hear what it was called. There was a name for it they had in the episode. You could Google it. It's
Oh,
like
a jobber.
essentially, yeah, essentially, yeah. But it was Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tetsuya Naito. But in
Hmm.
Tanahashi's corner was his mascot.
Hmm.
I don't remember the name off the top of my head. If you remember what it is, viewers, go type it down below. And yeah, at one point he tagged in the stuffed animal, and the stuffed animal wrestled Ibushi, and that part was better than everything in WWE basically. And I'm like, that's kind of bad. It's a
95% of WWE.
no, yeah, no, I'm serious. It was cool. Like if you go Google it, anybody watching right now, you want to see a seriously like it. Oof. You want to see a good how should I put this? Ibushi can sell.
Yeah. It's a good work, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
like he can make it look like this inanimate object will actually beat him.
it if you yeah, no, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what pay per view it was from. It's like from the Asian crossovers from America kind of pay per views. It was like a
Okay.
G. It was like a G1 card, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It wasn't G1 Super Card. It was something else.
Hmm.
It was one of like those best Super Junior kind of things or whatever. I
Yeah.
have to Google it. It's off the top of my noggin, but no, I want Ibushi to win. Like the first, because right now Naito is the current double
Yeah.
IWGP champion, and he
Yeah.
versus Ibushi. Jay White's he's been a U.S. IWGP champion,
Hmm.
so it. I mean, it's easy to put the belt. Excuse the language. It's easy to put a belt on a white dude, as they'd put it over there. But like Ibushi, yeah, Ibushi. If they put it on him, it'll be like they'll
Yeah.
be like their Omega. They would keep it on him for freaking ever. That's how I'd see it.
I really now want to see it on him now, just like so that when we eventually get the AEW and New Japan crossover, can you imagine having Kenny trying to collect it off Ibushi? Can you imagine that?
Okay, Kurt
That sort
Angle.
of matchup?
Okay, Kurt Angle.
Like,
No, I see what you're getting at. I do see what you're getting at.
yeah,
But no, like I saw hold on. We're gonna use our always as always.
reliable
Yeah.
sources.
If you don't know those by now, why have you not been watching our shows?
Yeah.
So yeah. So um while I am trying to manage the adult over here, No, it's bad right now. I can't even right now. So was it what? No, not 14. Oh my god. My reliable source is like Wrestle Kingdom 14. I'm like, no.
No.
So if you go down the list, uh, okay, we're gonna dissect a couple like our international friends and then move back into your area you were discussing originally.
Mhm.
So yeah, Hiromu Takahashi, not Hiroshi Tanahashi, different people, is going against El
Yeah.
Phantasmo for the spot for number one contender for the IWGP Heavyweight or
Junior
Junior.
heavyweight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then this is night one. Let's refresh. Let's remind. It's night one.
Night
And
one. Yeah.
then uh, they call themselves Dangerous Techers, which is Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. And
Hmm.
seriously, if you don't know Zack Sabre Jr., you're an idiot. Against the Gorillas of Destiny, which is Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa, for the tag championships. And then Hiroshi Tanahashi, Great Khan. Oh, this is one I would love to see.
Oh yeah.
Is Kazuku, Kazuchika? Kazuchika? I can't really say it properly.
Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah,
Kazuchika.
but there was a way that a certain announcer used to say it that was like the easy way of saying it against Will Osprey.
Hmm.
Like that's a really good ground fighter versus a high flyer.
That's a yeah. That's a really good match on paper there for sure. You know it's going to deliver too.
And then hold on, where is it? What? Do you know that Ibushi's almost 40?
Really? What?
I just looked it up. Like wow.
Holy shit! You're
Oh,
right.
okay. So Naito and Ibushi are both up there in age.
Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah,
I think Lance Archer is younger than them.
he's not.
For
He's
some of our
42.
audiences. Is he? I thought he was 37.
No, 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 no. He's up
Who am
there.
I thinking of that's 37?
Shamey?
Probably Kenny Omega.
No, Omega's late 30s by now. Shamey is in his like late 30s.
Oh,
McIntyre's
yeah.
in his late 30s. So okay, so let's wrap up the part two of this. So you got
Yeah.
Naito or Ibushi versus Jay White for the double champs,
Yeah.
and then there's Evil and Sonata. So that's apparently they're best friends that are fighting. That's what that is.
Yeah, isn't it because, like, Evil went heel there and he beat Naito earlier this year for
Maybe.
both titles, and then Naito won him back?
Yeah, I
Who would
do
have
remember
thought
that
the guy
actually.
named Who would have thought that the guy named Evil was a heel?
Nobody. Nobody in the freaking world would have thought that one. So, yeah, Evil and Sonata duke it out together, right?
Hmm.
Now, later in the fight, the never open weight championship, it's I think it's like similar to like a TV title, basically. I
Yeah, I
think.
read somewhere that it was like that. Let me quickly check reliable sources to see what it's for.
Well, there's
Oh,
two of us.
it's an acronym of the terms New Blood, Evolution, Valiantly, Eternal, and Radical.
No,
Um,
never sounds cooler.
which is which is it's supposed to be for younger up and coming talent and outside wrestlers not signed to the promotion.
So it's almost like bait, like a bait title.
Yeah, I would say it's like maybe one that would be for, oh gosh, young up and comers. The champion is about the same age as Ibushi and Naito.
Wow.
So I mean, and then you have the champion Takai. How the fuck? Okay, I apologize if I mess up his name. Shingo Tagagi.
What are you looking at?
Takagi.
Hold on.
Look, the
Oh, okay, I see.
never open weight champion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Takagi
and
Shingo. Yeah.
he's going up against Jeff Cobb, who is also 38. So I wouldn't really say that the champion and challenger are up and comers, but probably more like the um, outside talent.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
for sure.
in this kayfabe, they're outside talent, even though they're actually signed to them.
But either way, like the belt's got like more prestige than anything right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then of course the other match on the card is the winner of Hiromu Takahashi or El Phantasmo versus yeah, Taiji Ishimori. I actually did double check
Okay.
that. Yeah. So basically, what I'm seeing is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 9 matches, 2 nights. So
Man,
why can't what I'm gonna wrap up this card with is why can't WWE do the same thing? Have a 9 match card, and put on a stellar event. But our friends
well,
in Japan can put that on, and it'd be amazing.
and they probably have just as much championship belts there too, right?
One,
Because
two, three, five. That's it.
five. Okay, wow.
Well,
Um, well, I
Intercontinental,
guess.
Heavyweight, Junior, Tag,
Oh
never.
yeah, the junior heavyweights in
Yeah.
there twice. So yeah, that's about five between
Oh,
them.
not twice, once.
Well, I meant between them because the junior or IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship matches twice. Or no, sorry, once.
Yeah,
My
number
bad.
one contender once, title match once. Yeah, but either way, the point is still the same. The point is still the same.
Yeah, so like you just have half your card as title matches, and then the other half to blow off whatever feud you had going on for the year. Like
Well, this is their
that,
biggest pay per view too, right?
yeah, like that's honestly that's the way to go about it. That way you get enough time to give each match, you know, the time that they need to tell their story to get over, and maybe we'll have time for some promos in between here and there.
I honestly, and this is no disrespect to our Japanese fans in the world, but like I can't watch, I can't listen to their announcers.
Oh, they're I haven't actually watched anything from them. I have heard that Don Callis used to be a color commentator
Oh,
for them.
he was actually really good and it
Yeah,
was Kazuchika Okada and Kenny.
yeah,
Their Iron Man match for the IWGP title. That was
yeah.
he was an amazing announcer on that table. When it was Omega Jericho, that was an amazing bout.
Hmm.
So it, it's awesome how they're doing it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So like you have half your biggest card of the year be championship bouts. I have heard that much like the WWE network, much like Impact Plus, that you can actually subscribe and watch New Japan stuff on their website.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember that.
I, I might just check it out for this one too, you know?
You know, you're honestly just better off using Fight.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've used NJPs and I've used Fight, and you're better
Yeah.
off just paying Fight's price rather than. No disrespect again to Japan, but like the site, I would rather not
Mm.
use it. I'd rather just use it. Like, I'd rather have the parent
Is
company
the
who's. Huh?
is the site in Japanese?
Well, it's in Japanese that you can translate it. It's obvious. Like it's like $10 or whatever for the month or da da da. But like
Yeah.
at the end of it all, I want it straightforward and simple. Here's my $60. Give me my 4 hour pay per view.
Yeah.
4 hour, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's honestly what I don't, I thought about doing that for Impact since I want to check out Hard to Kill just based on that tag team match alone. But I mean, I would if it's $10 a month, you get access to their library. Um, what you said New Japan's was $10 a month, right?
Well, I mean, I can't remember. It's been a while, so
Hmm.
I think it's
That's
called
not a bad deal.
NJP World.
Yeah. If you do get their like library, I think that would be worth it for like a month, maybe. Well, I'm not trying to disrespect New Japan or anything, but I mean, if I wanted to check out some of their great matches in history, I would go for a month just to check out all of them, right?
Honestly, if I could quote unquote send you my copy of Wrestle Kingdom. Oh no, wait, was that
Hmm.
no? I bought that on my Japan account. Shit. Yeah, no, like there. Let's just put it this way: you're getting your money's worth. You're getting your money's worth
Yeah,
if you buy it.
yeah. I guess that's what I sort of meant. Is that like you would get a lot more, just as much, if not more, than your money's worth for the type of like content that New Japan puts out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And
and at the end of it though,
yeah,
I
go
would
ahead.
go watch any Okada Omega match. Seriously, that some of the bumps they take make you think Okada and Omega are not human.
Or trying really hard to kill each other by not, by
No,
not.
there's a couple parts. I won't say which fights or which events or whatever, but
Yeah,
like Omega basically runs at him and jumps over a guardrail into the crowd, or one time where he basically puts Okada through a table, and then Okada
yeah.
just walks like nothing's wrong.
Just
So
no sells it.
no, like he's obviously in pain, but it looks like he's just like I don't give a shit. Because apparently Okada makes like stupid money for NJP. So
Hmm. Rightfully so. I mean, like with the amount of like I don't know, the amount of 5-star minimum matches that he puts on.
I don't think he knows
Right.
how to go under a under a 5-star match. I really don't.
Yeah. And he's still got a ways to go. Let's see. I'd be very surprised if he was also 38. No, he's actually 33. So there's like another good 5 to 10 years left in him.
Well, if he takes care of himself, definitely closer to 10.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, no, that's yeah, guys. How long was it? So Japan,
Hmm.
uh, January 4th, 5th. So for us on this side of the world, third, fourth,
Yeah.
like the third at like 4 in the morning, and like the fourth at like 5 in the morning.
I should probably check what days those are. I might actually book them off or,
Don't remember the
huh.
time difference.
Yeah.
So like to us, it'd be like. Cause I remember one year I watched was it Wrestle Kingdom? It was something, and I
Yeah.
was up super early. Like I was like I didn't go to bed yet, and I was waiting for the Omega match in Jericho. That's the one I was waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
I
think
was
I
like,
was that.
oh, what year?
What year was that? I want to say that was 2017.
But
Maybe
either
it,
way, like I was up late, and I couldn't even stay up because I was so worn out from work and just existing the day before.
I I recall that because it was Wrestle Kingdom 12. Um, because I remember I tried to stay up to watch that too, and I think I caught the last bit of it, or what was it? I took a nap at like 11 and set my alarm for like 3 or whatever. And then I overslept it a bit. And then when I checked it out online, it was like, oh, the show's almost over or whatever.
This time differences.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. No, that being said, if you guys are looking to watch that again, it's January 4th or 5th, and sorry, 4th and 5th, or to us on on the western side of the world, January 3rd, 4th, at whatever time. Check your local listings. Maybe go to TV, watch it there.
Yeah.
Busy kiddo. So let's go into Impact now because you brought that up a minute ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you have with Impact?
So far all I've been following is the little things. Like I've heard there's a few matches planned.
Mm.
Apparently, the one thing I know for a fact is Omega, or you might as well just call it the Bullet Club. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's just call them the Bullet Club,
Make it
just for the
easier.
sake. Yeah, rather than saying Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers.
Well, unless someone gets confused, then we'll change it. But there's that. There's Diana Perrazzo on
Mm.
Championship Defense 100.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know who she's even going against.
Oh, I should look that up. I have it here on reliable sources.
What is it?
She was
No, Final Edition's over. Oh, hard to kill. Hard to kill.
Hard to Kill is coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Gosh, let's see here. Was she was in a match this week? Hmm. Oh no. Okay. I'll have to look up what the updated Hard to Kill card is.
Well, I've got some of it here. I just found it. So one of the things on the card say there's going to be the Impact's Tag Team Championship or Knockouts. Sorry.
Oh, they're having a tournament.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like they have one set of finalists set, but I guess they're going to have another one
I
um, this coming week or January 5th. Yeah, I
I
guess it'll be January 5th.
I love. I was just reading the card over. I'm like, I'm not surprised Diana Perrazzo lost. They're like pushing her so hard as the champ right now.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want to have her, fall into one of those, singles champ and then tag team champ
Yeah.
because, it's been done to death in worldwide everything.
We won everything. Yeah. No, what I'm kind of surprised about is they didn't push to Neil Dashwood.
Yeah, they lost in the first round.
That is surprising as can be.
6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. See, exactly.
But
It's hard to. It sounds weird to say.
yeah, it's really weird to say. So, yeah, we have one set of finalists in Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steeles. All right. I guess that's all that we have there for it, for the card at least. I imagine we're going to see a lot more, and I'm going to be excited to see like what's going to go on here because Impact is going to try to put their best foot forward with this here and putting on really good matches with it now that they have, um, our attention, fans who pro wrestling fans who haven't watched Impact in ages
Yeah.
even joked about it, right? We are calling it Mom and Pa's backyard wrestling.
I still consider it that, but they're doing really well with it, so I'm not docking it too much anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
to me, they've lost. I guess maybe it's just to me, but not to every wrestling fan out there, that they've kind of shed the stinkness that befell them when they had Dixie Carter, Hogan, Hulk Hogan, and Bischoff and Russo all running the show. Like,
What,
gosh,
what I'm what I'm glad about is AEW hasn't gone down that road yet, or at all.
and I hope they don't.
Well, if anything, let's see. Well, if you look at the card of the show, they've got Hardy's pushing Party. Ha.
Mhm.
Sting's kind of pushing Darby.
Yeah,
Um, who else? Help
you've
me out
got
here.
Vicky pushing Nyla.
And he's a heavy
Um,
bitch.
and then we got Tully pushing, even though he doesn't need it at all, but Sean Spears. Maybe he does because Sean Spears just comes across as a very vanilla heel. right?
Yeah, no, I hate to say it, but like the way you're explaining it makes a lot of sense. And
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
he does.
it's not like that type of heel that you hate, like in maybe not so much MJF because that's what he's setting out to do,
He's like a
but
Roman
more like,
Reigns.
well, I would say a male version of maybe Nia Jax,
Huh.
if that makes sense.
What's that make
Minus the
Naya?
hurting the competitors, but it's like trying so hard to be that heel that you hate, but it's like
Basically,
actually hating them different or being indifferent towards them.
so you
Maybe,
know how I
maybe,
feel about
maybe
certain
Naya was
wrestlers.
the wrong. Yeah,
That's what
maybe
I'm saying.
Naya was is just the wrong type because that's like we're actually hating her because well,
She's trash.
she heals injures
She's not even.
other
That's
wrestlers.
what I'm saying. Like, okay, like if you look at the card and like the world of professional wrestling, MJF seriously, he's like the next big champion. They can't pull the
Yeah,
trigger just yet on him.
yeah.
And if they're gonna do it, they need to do it with like a room full of people screaming at him. And the fact that Jericho's his main man, oh,
Mhm.
like that's
I think
you can't go wrong. Like they need
they're
to keep him heel for a while.
yeah
But
they're gonna I guess save the Jericho versus MJF 2 for like when they are battling for leadership of
mm-hmm,
Inner Circle. But
mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna push the. I think we're gonna see MJF versus Sammy Guevara. Loser leaves Inner Circle. I think that's where they're going with that. But
I
yeah,
February,
go ahead.
February.
Yeah, it'll be a while for them to build that. So I mean, um,
Speak.
that's why they. That's. Oh,
What?
go
No,
ahead.
go. No, go on. Go on.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like that's why we're gonna see like a string of like Dynamite specials starting next week.
Speaking of Dynamite, you saw the next, quote unquote big match happening again.
Um,
If you didn't, and if again, hold on, everyone watching, if you haven't watched Dynamite, cut out right now. Go home. Like mute the video, go watch it, and come back. We still love you if you leave. So
oh, there was a few of them this announced for next week. Like, there's quite a bit of big ones. Like, okay, there's probably the least um one that, and it's not a knock against it. It's just how big these other matches are.
mm-hmm.
But it's um, Top Flight versus Jericho and MJF, and then we have another tag team match for the tag team titles in the Acclaimed versus the Young Bucks,
They're not gonna win.
and then. No, they're not. It's just to establish them as heels. I think we're going to see maybe TH2 get involved again somehow.
Or not, you
But
never know. They
I
could just come out at the end of the match and taunt. It's possible, like lay the ground. They're not, you never know. It's hard to say, and that's why
so
AEW
the
is
big one,
elite.
yeah, I don't see the Acclaimed walking away with the victory. Then I think they're just gonna be established more as heels since that's what they're going for. You have, the young heel tag team in the Acclaimed, and then you have the young face tag team in Top Flight. Um, but I think I can't remember if this one was going to be next week, but um, Ray Phoenix versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship.
December 30th. December 30th.
Okay, so it's not. So then it's New Year's Bash. Then I think is
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah,
So here's what I think. If we're gonna get into like who's versus who, why could I see it? Young Bucks versus who did you say again? Top Flight.
mm, the Acclaimed.
Okay. Why could I see it? They'd versus the acclaimed, right? But
Yeah,
TH2 would kind of nowhere and get involved and cause a screwy finish. Like the
yeah,
Young Bucks would still win, but they'd confront TH2, and TH2 would then would start throwing down, and then all of a sudden, the Acclaim would attack the Young Bucks, and Top Flight would come out and back them up, thus creating two new storylines.
Yeah, they could like intermingle the storylines a bit, kind of like what
Yeah.
they did in this week's opener with Hangman and the Beaver Boys
Oh, yeah, yeah.
against Hardy Party. Like that's two storylines that they got going there,
Did you
and
watch?
it
Did you watch? Being the Elite or no?
BTE. Yeah, it's
Dude,
the only thing that gets me through work on Mondays.
yeah, no, I love working, but that shit's great when you log on for your break.
Yeah,
Oh, so let's just get this out of the way. How is he still
yeah.
champion on BTE? Like, come on.
Oh man, it seems like it, with how easily Trent lost it. I thought, okay, surely Silver's gonna drop it to the next person, and then no, here he is. He's still champion.
I still love the fact that he that they actually pushed John. No, Sean Dean. Sorry, not John.
Yeah,
That was really cool to see
captain.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, that was great to see.
I'm
That's
waiting
what
for
I
his
like.
win.
Yeah, that'll be pretty big. I think it will. Him and Lee Johnson got to get their victories there. But
Hmm.
I mean, I think it'll be I think it'll be good. I think as soon as the captain gets to a year with AEW, I think he'll get his victory.
They need
Because
an
it's
they need a middleweight championship is what we're getting at.
yeah, they need like a lower card championship.
Well,
Like
the TNT
it's not
title, the TNT title is everywhere. It's not. It's not.
yeah
It's not a certain card.
yeah because it's like the same contenders for it are the same contenders for the world championship,
Yeah,
which is pretty confusing because it's like okay, so we have um, what's his face, the Machine Brian Cage, who's in the top five, who's gonna challenge for the TNT championship, but not really
so he
challenge
can
for
be a
the
double champion.
yeah yeah
No, it no like I'm not saying it's a cruiserweight title, but they needed like a middle title.
yeah yeah. It'll be essentially like how I mean the cruiserweight title is not like seen as anything like really inferior on a show like NXT or even like how WCW had like pretty bomb ass cruiserweight matches.
I got a feeling back then Russo just said, if you're gonna compete for the cruiserweight belt, you're gonna do some flippy flips.
Oh, I could sort of see that. I can sort of see that as um, him not really caring back then about what anybody was doing below the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, makes sense. What was I gonna say? No, like honestly, I'm just waiting for Sting's first actual match. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tag
Powerhouse
team match.
Hobbs.
Yeah, it's going to be a tag team match. It's going to be a six-man tag match, and it'll be obviously Team Taz against Cody, Sting, and Darby. I think that's how they're going to do it, just to sort of, you know, help Sting with his first match, but like have it so that he's not going to be in it entirely, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They'll have ways to protect him.
So you want to hear something? Speaking about not getting so many bumps. Now that you mention
Mm.
it,
Yeah,
so I saw a video or article. I don't know which one it was that
yeah,
said that they had a plan originally for Hogan at
yeah.
WrestleMania because they wanted to have WrestleMania in Buccaneers arena. Okay, and the
Hmm.
plan was for him to actually be a part of the Andre the Giant Memorial.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so now what I'm saying is like I was hearing was they wanted to do it where he was going to be in the match, taking as little bumps as possible, being in the match for a bit, and winning in front of a full home stadium in Tampa, Florida.
damn, that would have been a really good way to get him over, but also protect him too.
Yeah, exactly. But
Like as
unfortunately, it
long as
didn't
he's
happen.
not gonna take bumps.
Oh, he would have probably taken a couple, but not
Yeah,
heavy
because
ones.
of mhm.
So, the hell. So, that being said, yeah, I'm looking. Like, okay, NJPW. I'm looking forward to Wrestle Kingdom. Impact, Hard to Kill is gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, AEW's pay per view is like literally like halfway around the
two,
world.
3 months away. 3 months away.
But let's get into the unfortunate the grandpa in the room, the old man with the crabby shitty stick of a cane.
Ooh, I think I know where we're going with this one.
TLC 20. Like I'm sorry, but like this is a sorry excuse for a card.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty
yeah,
sad, and it's this Sunday too.
like I okay. I'll explain this in a way that everyone watching will understand. Okay, when you're watching a show, you want to see the parts you hate the enemy, hate the good or the bad guy, or like the good guy, or some weird Deadpoolish crap. And when the
Mhm.
show's over, you go, dude, do you remember that part in the show when he fought this guy, or he's like that part when the girl took the other girl's head and threw it? Like you know that part. But when you actually watch the show, the whole thing from front to back, and go, what the hell happened? Or like when the season finale's coming, and they go, dude, season finale's coming, and you're like, and that's what this is. TLC 2020 is okay. Season finale, cool, whatever. Like, okay,
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's.
I
I don't
don't
need
get the card.
hearing what's on it, and it's like, okay, why even call it TLC? Again, it's like we discussed. Why call it? Why have a gimmick pay per view when there's only like 2 or 3 matches on the card that'll have that gimmick match in it? While
Every
like there's
match should be.
six other matches that have nothing to do with the gimmick match.
So let's go like again, folks. If you're used to us, you'll know what we use as reliable sources. No bullshit
Yeah,
intended. So let's go down the list on our reliable sources here.
yeah.
So the tag team championships from Raw. I'm not sure why SmackDowns aren't being put up, but yeah, it's the New Day. I don't know why they're putting anything specific. There's only 2 New Day members against the Hurt Business for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Thoughts?
Mhm.
Like, I don't understand any of this,
I
honestly.
Yeah, it's I don't see the champions losing in it because this is just a whatever pay per view, right? It's
Literally,
like
it's a
we all know
throwaway.
what grand scheme is. There, the next time that if any title is going to make a change, it's going to be at Royal Rumble or leading up to Royal Rumble.
Oh shit, I've heard some shit. So yeah, so that's who gives a shit. So
Yeah,
and then you go into the women's SmackDown match. Again, no one cares. This match has happened about 20 times. Like we've seen these two battle it out like at least 5 times in the past like what month or two since
yeah.
Carmella has come back.
Emelina.
If you don't get that reference, go find it. Um, Again, nobody cares. Literally, nobody fucking cares. So I'm just gonna do this one to get out of the way. But what the hell's a Firefly Inferno match?
I
I
take it that it's going to be somewhat similar to their previous match,
Please, if
but
this
I
is a
think,
cinematic match, it might save the card. It might.
yeah, that's what I think it is, and it's like you win if you set your opponent on fire.
Oh boy. And then they have COVID. So that one makes no friggin' sense. So let's again. Who cares about that one? The one match. Okay, if I had to pick a match on the card that would be good, I honestly could see being good. Is McIntyre and AJ Styles. Because
Yeah,
McIntyre is actually doing really well as a face, and Styles is doing well as a heel. And since he doesn't have the
yeah.
Good Brothers, he's got Onos, whatever his name is, in his corner.
Oh, it's like, yeah.
It is going to be a
Did you
hell of an
hear?
what?
I was gonna say, did you hear that Amos or Osmos was like one of the few that got sent down for seasoning, you know,
Why?
along with a bunch of because apparently him along with a few other big guys, I don't know why I use quotation marks, they were all big guys because it was him, it was Keith Lee, it
Mm-hmm.
was
I heard the
a
Keith Lee
few
one.
others
Yeah.
that got sent down because apparently they have big things in their future, and it's like, okay, so they need to learn. It's basically, if you read between the lines, it's they're not exactly what WWE wants yet, so they're gonna send them to get them, conditioned to the way that they want them to be.
Long story short, they should look at it as this as a blessing, because being on
Yeah.
main right now is a complete dumpster. But with that being said, no, I didn't hear that. I heard people were getting moved around. I didn't know who was getting moved around to where. The one thing I will say is Hunter is doing an amazing job with all our friends down at NXT. Let's just put it that way, okay?
Hmm.
So on
Yeah.
another side note here, um, yeah,
So
I
speaking
I
of
I, I
NXT,
no, no, hold on, let's get this out of the way.
no, okay,
Let's get this
all right.
out of the ether here. Um, where is it? So the tag team belts. No one gives a shit. Literally
No,
nobody.
not at all.
Like I'm pretty sure even okay, let's just say in some weird turn of events they got thrown into like what are those called? A storage locker, right?
Yeah,
Someone would pick it up and be like, "Ooh, the hell are these?" Like that's it. End of story. No one would want to keep them.
yeah. It's and they're. I mean, I really don't know where I fall on as to like whether to like the design on them or not. It's it has that nice vintage look, but it's like, I mean, they're the tag team belts. They're garbage right now. They don't mean anything.
Mm-mm. I hate to say this, but the last time they meant something was when they were with the Iconics.
Yeah.
Honestly, you hated those bitches. I don't care who you were.
Yeah, they were actual heels that
They were
made
so good.
they were good at what they did. Yeah.
Like you look at them and be like, I hate these bitches.
Because you want to see them lose the
Fail.
belts, right? And now they just don't mean anything. They're on a couple of heels, wrong type of heels
They
at
can't
that
heal.
too. They can't heal
They
at
can't
all.
heal. But no, like it again. I don't care for this match. You're basically burying
Mm.
the women's champion in this match.
Yeah,
You've been better off doing. I mean, okay, if this was happening, but it's not gonna happen. It's like they got like a random female heel, like Bailey, for example, and people like whatever Bailey's gonna fight her, blah blah blah. Who cares? And then like Bailey gets knocked out. Like, it's a TLC match. Bailey gets knocked out. Asuka's like, I'm gonna climb the ladder, and she gets like halfway up the ladder. Boom! Becky Lynch's music comes on. That's like the way that would save the belt, but they won't do it because they can't.
well, I had a similar idea, just a different four horsewoman.
Charlotte,
I was thinking either Charlotte
yeah.
or um, who else was I thinking of? Charlotte or a different relation to a horse person. Charlotte or Tessa Blanchard show up, but
No,
it's more likely that Charlotte would show up more than Blanchard would.
like I don't know. There again, Blanchard's not coming anywhere close to the U.S. until further notice from the sounds of it. I mean, Omega, he wrestled
Yeah, he
in
must have had a hard time getting back and forth across the border.
No, they probably worked out something. There's a definite chance they worked out something. I mean, look at John Moxley. He's the IWGP US champion.
Yeah, and he's held it for quite some time now too.
Yeah, defend has what? What is he? A Brock Lesnar? No, I'm kidding. Moxley's actually a good fighter though. So like him being the AEW champion and IWGP US champion was a good combo. Now it's Kenny the Collector, which is because I think the cleaner is an NJPW angle,
Yeah,
so that's why they didn't use it.
yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense then, because it's
Yeah,
like as soon as they started planning this whole thing was as soon as they were able to, as they got the permission to use the cleaner. It's like, okay, we'll start planning this as like around the same time the World Championship Eliminator tournament started,
I
because
hope.
that's where the cleaner gimmick started in
Yeah,
AEW.
I hope they let him keep going through the same tunnel.
Yeah. um, so yeah, you're going down the card there. So we got to the women's tag team
That no one
garbage
gives a
match.
shit about. And then, okay, honestly, Vince has lost faith in Roman. You can tell.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I know I've heard about the Goldberg stuff, but like, fuck, man, it's like Goldberg already screwed over the Fiend by being like, okay, I got an idea. How about he drops the belt to me, and then I do this thing at WrestleMania, and then it didn't happen. Then he's like, oh, well, I got the belt now.
Bye.
I, I hope they don't do something like that with Roman, because that
Uh, uh,
his
he's doing better, but he's not ready yet for anything. The biggest
yeah
the biggest the biggest thing I noticed, I read an article. Someone said that he needs to drop the Shield music, plain and simple.
yeah, and it's like what Heyman said to Big E on, I forgot what show it
Talking
was,
smack, probably.
Talking Smack. Yeah, he was like, yeah, when people see Roman, they don't think about the Shield. And I'm like, well, we still do because of that music.
Okay, okay. Speaking of that, I did some research.
Yeah.
If you actually listen to the Shield version and the Reigns version, the only difference is at the beginning you hear Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield. That's all the
Yeah.
difference is. And then I think like his version's like a little bit low, higher. That's
Yeah.
that's it. So it like okay. I feel like what they could do is a kayfabe injury, like rip right him off of like just like the off the show for like I don't know about a month, but like a bit, and then all of a sudden start doing vignettes, and then just start playing like have like somebody become his new replacement for a bit. And then every couple of weeks to start playing a certain theme song, and everyone goes, "Whose theme song is this?" And then like after like the third time, it just says like Sting, but it says
Mhm.
Reigns.
Hmm.
And then
See,
eventually he comes out.
I was thinking they were just gonna do the old like JBL thing with him, or even Honky Tonk Man thing with him, where have him a heel, have him hold the belt for a while,
Yeah,
and then have it so that like um, when somebody beats him, it's a big deal because he's held it for so long.
yeah, exactly.
And it helps put over that person. So as long as it's not somebody like Brock Lesnar or Randy
Oh,
Orton or
sweet Jesus.
Sheamus, as, if it's somebody that's up and coming or never held the title, like let's say a Keith Lee, then that would be, I mean, that would help them so much more. And it's like, we all know Keith Lee's a superstar. Vince just doesn't want to pull the trigger just yet.
No, he wants to
He's
pull the
not.
trigger, but he's so stubborn that he's paranoid.
Hmm.
So
I
this
just
is
hope that he's patient in the booking, like how Tony Khan is patient in their booking, in his booking.
honestly, honestly, again, we'll never be able to say this enough, but thank God Tony did what he did. Like,
Yeah,
no one saw it coming. Literally, nobody. If you could look me in the eye and say you saw it coming, you're full of shit.
yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah, it was so nuts. Sorry, we're going on another rabbit hole here,
who
but I
cares?
mean,
It's our show.
when Mr. Khan put out that tweet that was like the landscape of wrestling is gonna shift, and everybody thought he was talking about Pac, but
No,
he was.
actually, no, I didn't think Pac actually.
I I heard Pac was coming back, but I was like, oh, okay, it's probably somebody big returning or something big going down. And then it was like, oh, it's not. It's either Pac or it's something that's yet to happen.
What I thought he was saying was like that AEW is taking over. I'm like, okay, that's whatever. I had no idea he was gonna do that. That's what I was getting at.
It was probably I actually thought it was another bad tweet like what Cody was guilty of doing last year, where he would be like, "Oh yeah, big news for AEW coming tomorrow," and it's just like, "Oh, they just made a partnership with this company, and it doesn't really like affect me or seemingly doesn't
Yeah,
change the scape of wrestling, right?"
yeah, exactly. No, I get what you're saying. No, but like, what was it? Yeah, no, like, what I feel like is like, I feel like, okay, what, December? Yeah. What if it feels like? What if it was like they had the contract finished in like October, and throughout November he was just getting himself in better condition, and then like December they were just like, okay, well, let's do this. It's time to pull the trigger.
Yeah, it was smart because December. I mean, sure, nobody's out at college. There's a few people, away for college, but seemingly this is where like there's no school because
Yeah,
you're on break, right?
yeah,
Holidays.
yeah.
What else are you going to be watching on TV? Like, this is the perfect time. That
Chris,
was the perfect
Chris's
time to
movies.
pull the trigger and be like, okay, we're bringing Sting in to get the boomer demographic on the product because they have no problem getting the 18 to 49 demographic.
Did you hear? Did you see everyone in the crowd? It's just
Yeah. Oh man.
no. Even I was sitting down beside my girlfriend, and she was eating her dinner beside me because it was her birthday,
Yeah.
and like she was like pushing me, and she's like, "What's going on?" And my mom's like trying to talk over me, and I'm just like,
Like you're like in the middle of having this important conversation with them and then Sting shows up and suddenly you're like
"What are
just
we talking
tunnel
about?"
vision, nothing else is going
The
on.
house could have been burning down. I would have even noticed. I really, like, I don't even
Just
remember what they were talking
stuck
about.
inside it.
Well, like how I still don't. I've like I know you have. I'm pretty sure. I've gone back and watched that clip, and I'm like, yep, still the same feels. I don't know how to react.
Oh yeah. More yeah. It's like, man, if there was no other big returns this year, which I mean, when you think about it, there's not really going to be much big returns,
Mm-mm.
let alone some that garner that much emotion as somebody like Sting coming back.
I don't think you
But
can have
like,
anybody else.
I think I don't think we've had. I mean, granted, there isn't too many emotional returns in a year. But this year, in the shitty year that we've had, we had two, and we started off with one, and then we're ending with one.
There's nobody. You can't really have anybody else. Like the Undertaker, that's done. Hogan,
Mm.
that's done. Austin, that's done. Um, no, that's
I
it.
don't. I think the only big one that you might get, and you can only do this in an arena with fans, would be CM Punk. But I mean, though he worked for Fox, he was on that thing there, and they didn't really get the numbers that they thought they would get by bringing in Punk.
I think the nostalgia's done.
Oh yeah, it's like they were maybe 3 or 4 years too late in bringing him in.
Oh yeah, no, that's official.
Yeah, and um, have you have you ever, speaking of Punk? Have you listened to Renee Paquette's podcast,
No, I haven't actually.
Oral Sessions?
Mm-mm.
She has some good episodes with Moxley and another one with Punk. And they do go over a bit of their history in WWE, but he also goes into um, his delve into the world of mixed martial arts. But yeah, that's my thing with that there. We went down this really deep rabbit hole of discussion here.
Whatever.
So going back to TLC, you were reading off the matches on the card there, and
I can't anymore. That's just like
it,
that.
it's not even yeah.
It's
So
not even
what I
worth
was
my
going to
spine.
bring up earlier was NXT.
Yeah,
You know, the bright spot of WWE,
black and gold. Yeah.
and we are getting O'Reilly versus Balor 2, which should be good. I guess they're going to do that for the upcoming counter programming against AEW for New Year's Evil. And Karrion Kross is back, and
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
his push is
he's
done.
no, actually, I think he's still going to get it. I think um, I don't think O'Reilly. Obviously, O'Reilly's not going to go over Balor, but
Mm-mm.
I
No.
think they're gonna sort of replicate the, or at least copy what AEW has done, and have Balor drop the title to Cross on TV, not on a pay per view.
But is Cross actually going to be able to contend? Because remember, he was
Well,
injured after getting the belt the original time.
yeah, he came back on this last episode of NXT, so he's okay now. He's fit. He's back in action now. He's just working up the basically getting warmed up before he gets his belt back.
You know who I would love to see as champion, but there's no hurry for it?
Um, who?
Champa.
Champa? Yes.
He,
Having a
he never lost it,
Champa,
remember?
he never did. Yeah, and man, they still have a ton of like great matches we can look forward to coming up. Like, I mean, Champa is going to be back into picture again. You got to think Cole is going to be back in the picture if he doesn't, if he doesn't leave the company. Balor will still hang around in the title picture, and rightfully so. But I think he's, gosh, I just thought of. I really hope he brings back the Demon against the Demon King against Cross. That entrance with Cross's entrance, oh, man.
So you got Scarlet Bordeaux with her still?
Yeah, he still has her with him.
That's the only reason anyone looks at him then.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but it's true. Holy shit, we got
And
into it pretty good.
yeah, holy cow. 45 minutes or
1 hour
and
actually.
15. Yeah.
Um. So
So,
what we got? We did some looking over, you guys. It won't be Sunday for sure.
mhm.
But we're probably gonna do another episode next week or in the next coming days. We're not sure. You'll see it eventually pop up, but we're gonna do another quick out run off again of some stuff. Because this is still the 12 days of Streamus. Plus, you know, we got to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
Wednesdays seem to be a better day. Sundays were just complete trash. You got anything you want to sell?
Outside of my soul,
His phone number's on the
not
screen.
much. Phone number adding to the screen. No, not at the moment. I mean, yeah, I think I'm totally down for doing like another episode of this between now and the next Wednesday, when our other for sure episode will be.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, it's the holidays, it's the pandemic. Like, what else am I going to be doing?
didn't.
outside of playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah. No, we should actually do an episode where we talk about video games like that. Since now
Yeah,
we
that'd be
actually
cool.
can go onto Facebook, so we have that ability.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I like that idea.
with that being said, you guys, we're gonna do an easy outro this time because we both are exhausted. Because as you
Yeah,
know, we both have our daily jobs. So
and keeping up with the shit that we love.
yeah, holy crap! I zoned out right there. Yeah. So oh my god, derp. Okay, I'm just gonna end it right there and say you guys, thanks so much for coming out, and we hope you guys have safe things and all that jazz. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.